Howdy folks, Danny Rubino here at WPCentral.com, and I'll give you a quick tour here of Windows Phone 7.5 Tango, aka Consumer Refresh 3, also known as Build 8773. This is on a Nokia Lumia 710. This is on a T-Mobile device, but this isn't a T-Mobile ROM, so don't go plugging your phone in expecting it. We do expect T-Mobile to launch this, but not for at least a couple more weeks. This ROM is actually from Mexico, which was kind of fun to install, but let's go through Tango, show you what's new. There's not a whole lot, so don't get too excited. This isn't Mango. There's not that much changes, but we'll go to a new message here. The biggest is with MMS. When you go to attachments now, you get this new screen: voice note, pictures, or video. Let's go to voice note real quickly. So you can record up to 1 minute here for a voice audio note, which is pretty convenient. You can see it automatically records, and you get this little the graph telling you that's recording basically, and we'll stop. It attaches it as an AMR file. Pretty cool. If you want to go listen to it, tap it.
So you can record up to 1 minute here for a voice audio note, which is pretty convenient. You can see it automatically records, and you get this little.
So the audio quality is actually really good on that, and actually I'm pretty excited about that. I think it's a really nice feature. Makes sense to have that, I think, on these phones. So that is very welcome. We'll go back to attachments. We can go pictures and video. Of course, we'll do pictures, not a big deal. We could always do that, but now you can go back and you can do multiple attachments. Let's get rid of that keyboard. You can see 2 images in line now. Presumably you can do as many as you want. There probably is an upper limit as far as how many megabytes you can use, but you get the idea. Anyways, finally, pictures or video. So presumably you can do video, but I got a problem with this here. Every time I do this, I get an error message, which is, there we go. The file's too big. Now maybe you're thinking, well, yeah, you already got stuff attached to that message, but no, it's actually, regardless of that, if I just do a single message with just this file, I get that same error. It has nothing to do with the video quality. If I knock it down from 720p to VGA, it doesn't matter, nor does length matter. So I don't know what's going on with that. Might have to do something with my network settings and MMS. I'm sure you guys are kind of aware of how that stuff can be kind of complicated. I'll take a closer look, but right now it's not working for me. But that is your MMS settings. Let's go to, a little too fast there. Let's go down to settings here. Settings, go all the way down to about. I just want to show you, maybe if you can see that, maybe not. This is ROM 8773, as I pointed out earlier. Firmware is 12.120, so that is the latest from Nokia on the 710. Presumably there's some other bug fixes and enhancements that I won't know. Network. I can't tell you this is actually, I think this is part of Tango. It makes sense it's part of Tango. And as far as I know, it hasn't been reported yet as far as Tango. You may see this little phone icon up in the corner there. I can kind of zoom in a little bit if you want to see it a little bit closer. So that is new, and you may be wondering what that is, and that is for network. So check this out. We load it up. It's checking my network settings. There we go. So it brings it up. Look at what we got here. Call waiting and call forwarding. So you can disable that, enable that. Call forwarding is really interesting. Now I have a fake number in there for obvious reasons. But basically if someone were to call my phone right now, it's going to forward it to that number automatically, which is pretty awesome. That is actually a really nice, useful feature. Let me show you the options though. We just do all calls, or you can disable that. And now you can do when I don't answer, when I am busy, which obviously ties into Calendar and Outlook, when my phone is turned off. Very cool stuff. I think for a lot of people, I have Google Voice, won't matter to me too much, but I think for a lot of you folks, this will be actually a really cool feature to have on these devices. So I'm pretty excited about that. That's the first time I've ever seen this actually being reported. So it is new to me. As far as I know, it's not on any other devices. Also on our SMS, you have character set, reduced, or full. Reduced, they say, basically gets rid of special accent characters. Makes sense, this was a Spanish ROM technically. And they said, though, this gives you basically some advantages. If you do reduced, you can send more in a message and stuff like that. Or you can do a full character set. So you can kind of change between those two. But that is the big changes I noticed under network, which is kind of cool. Now, a lot of people have been noticing with the maps icon, it shows your location info. It doesn't do that in this ROM. So they may change that later on, but that doesn't work here. There is the new Nokia Marketplace. We talked about that. A lot of people have opinions on Nokia doing this. You can see Nokia branded. Really, though, that's about it. When you go into it, it still says Nokia Collection. Presumably, that's going to change to Nokia Market later on. But as of right now, it's still just Nokia Collection. And you just got your standard, selection of apps there. I mean, I'm not that worried about the fact that they changed the icon. I think it's a cool little change, but whatever. Other than that, though, not a whole lot. Actually, there is one big thing. That's right. I've got to cover this one. There is internet sharing finally on board. Let's click it. We'll open it up. And there it goes. It is now turned on. Now, on my radar, when I use that on T-Mobile, I don't even have to have it enabled on my account. It just kind of turns on. I've been able to use data. When I tried it here, I wasn't able to connect, so I may have to set it up actually on my account. So that's kind of interesting, and perhaps may have got more sophisticated, or may have to do something with the settings and the fact that this isn't a T-Mobile ROM. But there you go, internet sharing finally on the Lumia 710. It'll be also on the Lumia 800, which also has a very similar ROM. You can expect these same features in the 800 as well. So cool stuff. I think you guys will be very happy with it. As far as I know, those are most of the changes here in Tango. Like I said, it's not a lot of stuff, but there are a lot of underhood changes, including a 256 megabyte thing for devices. But that is it. If I find any more, I'll put it up at WP Central. Go check us out. And there you go. Take care, everybody.